Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we are just about to do our last set of sightseeing logs. We're starting up here in Kurthus, and let's see. This first one's going to be at 28.2.10.3, and we want to jump up onto the rubble here. The question is, where exactly? Oh, come on. This is going to be from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. during clear or fair skies. Let's see. 28.2.10.3. So actually gonna be over this way. And down. Ah, right around. Not here. Here? Okay, here. How do you get up here? You know what, let's grab it first. And then we'll check how we get it. The Steel Vigil, one of 4 Citadel watchtowers built along the Sea of Clouds, the Steel Vigil warned the Holy See of aerial attack for centuries before being razed and gutted by the Dravanian Horde and their vile commander, Savara. Now only the outer wall remains, leaving a bitter reminder of the dragon's destructive power. That is 76. Let's check out that hint. I apparently did not look at the hint for 58. No, I definitely did. Interesting. I definitely remember reading that. Overheard in the tavern. Bollocks, I say. You haven't truly seen the vigil until you've seen it from that very spot. You'll be warned to tread carefully, mind you. So how do you get up here? It's going to be some interesting platforming. Maybe start from here, hop up. Ooh, that is so slippery. That is weird. Hold on. So the notes do say it's from this wall, but it's so dang slippery. Okay, you know what? Good enough. That is annoying to do. You've seen how to do it. You just climb up, you get around here with careful jumps. Okay. Fair enough. Next up, this one will also be 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eorzean time over here in Kurthus Central Highlands during clear or fair skies. Let's see, how do we do this? I believe we head to the top of the tower, which you can just climb up the stairs or fly up. There's a staircase inside this little hut here. And that brings us up to the top. I believe... Oh, come on. Jump? Nope. Jump? There we go. Right on top of this little arch gives it to us. For the past 1,000 years, Ishgard has waged a bloody war with the dragons of Dravania. To fend off the enemy horde, a complex web of defenses, magical and corporeal, has been added piecemeal to the city proper's outer walls, transforming her into an impenetrable bastion, while at the same time isolating her and her people from the outside world. Oh, wow, that is a very stunning view. Oh, goodness. Alright then, awesome. And let's take a look at that hint. That is going to be number 71. I look upon my homeland, its proud spires soaring in the azure, and so swear a silent oath. My spear shall not leave my hand until the last red worm has fallen. Such were the knight's words, and I would see what he saw. Alright, 8 more to go. Back in a bit. Alright, we are back with another sightseeing spot. Over here at Earthfound. Well, this is a familiar location. We're going to head right up over here. Just underneath this little rock outcropping. And look out. Ancient writings tell that in exchange for her lifeblood, Lady Earth was able to seal the dark divinity Odin in a crystalline prison beneath a bubbling wellspring. To honor her sacrifice, the land upon which she drew her last breath still bears her name. This one is available from noon to 5 p.m. Eorzean time, here in South Shroud during foggy weather. And let's take a look at that hint. Shrouded in mist, bathed in ephemeral light, I felt as if I'd left the forest behind and come to another world. Such were the conjurer's words, and I would see as he saw. Alright, actually, hang on. Okay, whatever. With that, it'll be a little bit until the next one spawns, so I'll be back in a bit. Alright, we've got 5 sightseeing spots about to spawn in a row, so we're gonna go quick. The first 4 of them appear from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eorzean time. First 2 will be during rainy weather in Gridania and the Central Shroud. We're up here in the Lancers Guild in Gridania, in Old Gridania. Oh, crap. Okay, well, we still got a little bit of time. This one doesn't spawn for another 27 minutes in Eorzean time, so... We've got a little bit of time. I need to stop doing that. I was able to get it first try earlier. Now I'm screwing up because there's time pressure. Okay. This is getting silly. This is getting really silly. Come on, we are actually starting to run low on time here. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Peloton, guarantee I might get across. After all, if I go too far, I'll just hit the wall. Okay, let's see. So this one will be in about 12 minutes Eorzean time. Again, 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Eorzean time, rainy weather. We're not going to read the descriptions or the hints for these until we have gotten all 5 of them, just because it's going to be rapid fire. There are 4 from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m., and then 1 from 8 a.m. to noon. So that one's a little bit more lax since it's on its own, and also has a little bit more time. But still, you get it. It's stress. It's time pressure. Gotta go fast. Alright guys, sightseeing spot number 38. We'll check that in a little bit. On to the next one. Alright, next one is taking us to the Bannock. We want to head up here to this upper area. Shoot. Here we go. Okay, so to get to this one, we want to use these rocks right here in order to climb up. And then if we get high enough, we should be able to jump onto that rooftop, but you know what? I'm just gonna fly up. Here we go. But yeah, you should be able to hop up from those rocks over there. If you get to the right spot, I don't care. We're on a time crunch. This is number 39. Onwards we go. On to the next one. Okay, next one is actually going to be fairly easy. We're starting from Forgotten Springs here in the southern Thanalan area. This one is during heat waves from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. We want to head up into the cave here, find these lovely folks. And where do we want to stand? Where do we want to stand? Game. 14-7-26-6. 14-7-26... 6. Okay, over here. Please. Okay, let's just try and do the emote. It's not saying I'm in the right spot, but might as well try. Nope. Okay, that's the right emote. I guess. Let me see. The image actually shows it much closer than the coordinates suggest. Ah! Where was that? Where was that? Where? Don't do this to me, game. Oh, that's really sensitive because it... Where? Okay, This is going to be really annoying, isn't it? Okay. Just pushing some of the messages up so it'll be easier to tell when I go into the right, or when I pass the right spot. Ah, here we go, to this guy's left. Local legend, oh, you know what? No, we're gonna read it later. That's number 62, onwards. On to the next one. Alright, this next one's actually going to be really easy. We're heading to the East Watchtower up in North Thanalan. 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. during clear fair skies, I believe. Climb all the way to the top. And where exactly do we want to stand? 22-3, 25-8. So actually, down here and to the east? So that kind of suggests it'd be on the bridge here. Except no, because, oh, that's a little bit mean. And that coordinate is a little bit misleading. Okay, back up to the top. All the way up, and here we go. This one is Lookout. No? It is Salute. Of course it's Salute. That makes sense. It's normally Lookout. Of course I would think it's Lookout, but Salute makes perfect sense. Okay. We might have time to read over these now. We have a little bit of time until the next one spawns. By that I mean 2 minutes. I'm going to head over to the next one, and if I get there before it is time, we'll read over the descriptions. Oh geez, this one might take a little bit of work. Okay. So this one's going to be Western Lenosia from 8 AM to noon. We've got a bit of time on this one, so I'm not too stressed, but also, how dare you make me climb. I think we want to get on top of this post. There we go. Okay. We got a little bit of time. Let me check the weather for this one. This one is clear, fair skies. Okay, good. Let's start going over some of those sightseeing log entries. The Lancers Guild, founded by legendary wood whaler Captain Mistal, the Lancers Guild doubles as a headquarters for those who would keep the peace within Gridania, and the greater peace without. It is to these whaling barracks that people come with matters whose resolution require a polearm's edge, and justice meted out to those who have wronged the forest or forest poor. In my early days of training, I was told to study the movements of my seniors. Climbing to what I thought the perfect vantage point, I earned no praise, only thorough scolding from my instructor. Such were the guardsman's words, and I would see as he saw. The Bannock, built around the stump of a fallen heavens pillar, the Bannock serves as the training grounds for Order of the Twin Adder initiates. There are several theories regarding the origin of the area's name, some claiming it is taken from the hardtack issued to Grand Company recruits, others that it is derived from the training stump's resemblance to those self-same rations. And the hint is, my subordinates have a knack for disappearing from time to time, but not to worry. Climb high and survey the stump below, and the shirkers in the shadows are soon revealed. Such were the guard captain's words, and I would see as he saw. Next up, Minotaur Malm, local legend has it that long ago, a young goat herd leading his pack to water at Forgotten Springs was set upon and chased a full malm through these caves by a minotaur. There is yet to be a second sighting of the creature, but the stories are enough to frighten away most who would consider passage through this trading post used by the 77 caravans. Beads of sweat flying from their broad shoulders, massive muscles tightening and loosening. No, I've not seen a finer sight in all the realm. Such were the warrior's words, and I would see what she saw. Good for her. Yeah, they were rather buff, weren't they? And finally, to power their legion's war machina, the Garleans require a steady supply of the ether-based fuel known as ceruleum. Blue Fog, housing the largest deposit in Eorzea, the Empire has begun their own mining operation but a stone's throw from the allied refineries, heightening tensions in the area and prompting the construction of 2 watchtowers. On the watch, slumbers Siren Call is your greatest foe. When I feel myself drifting off of my post, I envision my commander standing before me. I put the fear of gods in myself. Such were the sentry's words, and I would see what he saw. Alright, and this one should now be available. Now a strategic outpost for the Maelstrom, Camp Skull Valley was once but a circle of tents occupied by a meager Yellow Jacket unit charged with surveilling the area for kobold incursions. Those beastmen foolish enough to venture down from El Gomero were slaughtered and beheaded, their skulls put on display as a warning to others. Horrifying. And probably undeserved. Overheard at an inn. There's an outpost with quite a view of the land, but you'll want to steel yourself well if you mean to go there. Alright. I believe that means we just have 2 left before we're done with A Realm Reborn sightseeing. And then we never have to do the worst type of sightseeing again, because it's so much better after this. I'll be back for the last 2 soon. Alright then, the last 2 sightseeing spots for A Realm Reborn are about to spawn at the exact same time. Okay, let's see. For this one, you're supposed to drop off of here and land on these branches, I believe. But I don't want to do that. And yet I might have to, because it looks like it's not going to let me climb down correctly. Or climb down easily. Is it not these branches? It's some of the branches around here we need to climb down. Maybe it's these? Let me check the picture real quick. Anyways, this one appears from 8 AM to 12 PM Eorzean time during cloudy skies. That picture doesn't help me at all. That picture doesn't help me at all. Okay, well, we're gonna just jump down here. 15.5, 27.4. Not down this way. It must be down the other branch, perhaps? No, we're not far enough west, and we're actually not far enough south. Let me check the image again. I don't appear to be in the correct location. Shoot, this is the right idea, though. I'm just not sure exactly which... The view kind of looks like this. But this ain't it. This is too steep and not safe. Oh my god, it's this branch right here. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Let's very carefully climb. You are not gonna let me dismount on there. Oh dear. Okay. So it is down to the left. Careful. Please be careful. Okay. Here we go. Let's get this one. Once a vast grove of giant alders, the flames of the calamity reduced the area to a charred graveyard, leaving nothing of the ancient Holt but its name. And the hint is... So there I was, staring out over those naked tree limbs. Was feeling brave, so I thought I'd see just how far I could go. As it turns out, pretty far. Such were the mountaineer's words, and I would see as he saw. Okay, one last sightseeing spot. I'll meet you there. For this one, we're heading back out to North Thanolin, and we're actually heading specifically to where we got let out from the binding coils. Now the question is, where exactly on this do we need to climb? There's a few ways we can go. Let's try this one. Not this one. Anyways, this one's 8 AM to 12 PM Eurasian time during cloudy weather. Ah, here we are. And that is all 80 sightseeing spots in the final days of the 6th Astral Era. The cerulean fields of northern Thanolin proved to be one of the most hotly contested areas in all Eorzea, with the Empire amassing a giant host outside of Blue Fog to seize control of the local fuel refineries. Though outnumbered 3-1, Raubon and his army succeeded in pushing back the enemy. Okay, it is late at night, I need to go to bed, but first... Even in the wind and swirling snow, the talons are unmistakable, clutching towards the skies. Don't ask what compelled me to climb to the very tip of one, but I can tell you the sight was something to behold. Such were the sentry's words, and I would see what he saw. And that is the last of the A Realm Reborn sightseeing spots. We never have to do the awful, awful sightseeing logs again, because as I keep saying, Heaven's Word and Onward is so much better. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, what are we doing? What are we doing next time, now that we're finally done with this? We're gonna work our way towards the last trial in A Realm Reborn. The very last trial. I'll see everyone next time for that.